Hi, I'm Rebecca Cohen, and I am founder of the healing system, The Path to Heal, and I'm so excited to be part of the Awake TV network. I am going to give you a little background on both me and The Path to Heal, and I'll start a little bit about The Path to Heal. The Path to Heal is a healing system that I've received, channeled in, developed in conjunction with my clients, developed in conjunction with my students over the past 10 years. And it's a healing system that has the basic premise that if you choose joy, then you will receive all of the health, wealth, and happiness that you could ever desire. The problem that we have is that we unconsciously, it's always an unconscious decision, don't choose joy. Instead, we unconsciously bring in unwellness, disease. And we do this for a simple reason. We've been conditioned, either through early childhood or relationships, not to be enthusiastically ourselves at all times. Because when we do, we're so open, we're so vulnerable that we get criticized. So being enthusiastic in the human experience often leads to criticism. And because of this, we block the things that give us joy. Because if we're too joyful, too choosing of joy, we're afraid that we're going to get shut down. Very often, this unconscious block comes in the form of creating something that gives us pain. So the Path to Heal says that we create our own reality. Now, that's a really, really, really big concept. But we create our own reality, and if we ever bring in something that's unpleasant into our reality, because it keeps us safe from being crushed in some vulnerable, enthusiastic situation. So, for example, you're a 5-year-old kid and your father comes home from work, and all you ever want to do is have fun with your father because you don't see your father very much. And what you want to do is fun, 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 fun. So comes in 6, 7 at night. You're all, this is my story, by the way. You're all excited to see your father. And then my father, who ran a restaurant and worked a gazillion hours and often didn't come home till actually 11 o'clock at night, the moments that he came home at 5 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock at night, all he wanted to do was relax, to rest. He was interested in us, but he had no energy to play. But then there was this piece of my father that also felt very guilty about not playing. But he couldn't express it. He didn't even have the tools to express it. The only thing he knew how to do was shut us down so that we would not disturb his relaxation and, in a sense, throw guilt back at us for wanting something that he wasn't able to give us. If he could say to us very clearly, listen, guys, I had a really, really hard day and I can't play with you now. Instead, we'll do something fun on Sunday. That may have worked, but instead, he would make us feel guilty for wanting play. Now, the reason I'm telling you this story is not necessarily because it was the most formative story of my life, but because it shows what happens when somebody in our life conditions us to not ask for play. Now, play is a basic need. We all need to play. I have a new puppy, and that puppy is playing all the time. I can see that it is a basic need of a child of 5 years old. So me as a 5-year-old could not stop my desire for play. That's impossible. So what I have received, what I have found is that I have unconsciously created a block to play. So I was often kind of sick as a child, so that in a sense, it was easier to be sick than ask my father to play with me and kind of be told that that was not appropriate. And I wasn't majorly sick. I did not have abusive parents in any way. My father loved me very much. I didn't need a really big block. I just was often tired. I often had stomach aches. Often didn't want to go to school, but it wasn't 666. So I created a relatively minor block so that I would not have the energy to ask my father for play. So we all do this in one form or another. And the healing system that I have developed, that I have created, the Path to Heal, helps us decode the conditions that are in our life right now so that we can understand them. And I call the conditions in our life illuminating conditions. So the condition might be that I have back pain. And so this back pain now, what the Path to Heal does is it says, wow, that's beautiful. Your body is showing something that is not of love. Because it is showing something that is not of love, we can use that back pain. We can use the system, the Path to Heal, and we can determine the early original event that made it safer for us to hold back pain than actually release it. In some ways, it may be related, if I have back pain, back to this 5-year-old event with my father. But there could be a lot of other events that happened in my life that make it easier for me, or at least what I perceive as easier, to have back pain than be completely out there, completely open, completely vulnerable to criticism. So what the Path to Heal does, and it uses this protocol that I have here, and as a path practitioner, I have many students and many clients. They muscle test through the protocol, and I'll be sharing more about muscle testing as I continue working with Awake TV and doing my live shows. But the path practitioner muscle tests through that protocol to see where they go in this lovely manual that I've created over the last 10 years, that I've created and received. And then they figure out why, the path practitioner or I would figure out why a client would hold on to back pain rather than releasing it, or whatever illuminating condition they might have. Not enough money, not enough friends, a constant stomach ache. All of these conditions come from a lack of self-love or a lack of being enthusiastic. And these conditions are actually love, because they guide us through this system, the Path to Heal, to where the early pain is, so that we can release the pain. It's not always in childhood. It could be in a past life. It could be last year, so that we can release the pain. And then once we get the aha of why the holding on to pain was safe, we use our tools. We use crystals. This is a rose quartz crystal wand. It's a very beautiful manifestation tool. We use tuning forks. This is called the crystal tuner, and we do symbols and techniques with our tuning forks. Very big on essential oils in this healing modality. They smell so good, but all of these tools raise our vibration to the energy of love, so that we feel safe being enthusiastically ourselves at all times. And it helps us release our struggle rather than hold on to it. So there's a couple other taglines for the Path to Heal. One of them is self-love is the only path to heal. That's the only truth that I know about healing. That self-love is the only path to heal. And that is what that system does for us, so that we can love our basic needs. We can love our play. We can love those things that have been shut down in earlier experiences. And all of these tools help us raise our vibration so that we can be more loving to self. And that's the magic to healing. It's so easy and it's so hard at the same time. It's also the magic to enlightenment. Another tagline of the Path to Heal is imagine living a life without struggle. Because when we are enthusiastically ourselves at all times, all good things come to us. So that is a promise that I received. The first promise that I received about the Path to Heal when I started channeling this system in about 10 years ago. I woke up one morning, and I had been working in other modalities. I woke up in one morning and heard the words, be enthusiastically yourself at all times, and all good things will come to you. And then I went on to do some reading. I listened to Abraham, and I read a lot of books. And I was like, I know that if I can be positive, all good things will come to me. And I tried to be positive. I tried to push out the negative thoughts, but I discovered that it wasn't always that easy to push out the negative thoughts. Instead, we have to heal the negative thoughts. So once you can heal the negative thoughts, your mind and your heart are aligned. There's not only one place that you're manifesting from. You're not only manifesting from your mind. You're also manifesting from your heart. You're manifesting from your energy. The heart, in its truest form, knows what's good for you, what's good for others, that what's good for me is good for you. And so what we're doing in the Path to Heal is we're aligning the mind to the heart. And once we align the mind to the heart, our thoughts become optimistic and beautiful, and everything's in place. And then we're walking beings of manifestation. And this walking being of manifestation doesn't even have to say to themselves, think positive thoughts, think positive thoughts. You will, because you've healed through the Path to Heal any of those conditions that we've unconsciously created to keep ourselves down. This is the human condition, and healing it is what we're supposed to be doing right now. And the Path to Heal, I realized a couple years into my journey, about 2 years after I started creating this, that my partner in this, in the spirit world, is the goddess Isis. She's the goddess of past lives, charms, represents the divine feminine, represents all that is. And she is my partner in this. And I can do a direct channel, but when I create the Path to Heal, it doesn't tend to be a direct channel. It's a wake up in the morning and know that I have to work on something and know that I have to create something new. And that new thing may come in the form of a card deck, an angel card deck. That's part of the Path to Heal. So I've created 10 card decks. A mystical kitten tarot deck. That's part of the Path to Heal. A book. I have, this is the angel book that goes with the card deck. A book on crystal grids. So all these tools that I use in the Path to Heal, I've also over the last 10 years written books on, and all these books can be found on Amazon. And so my partner, Isis, gives me the ideas, and then I work them through with my clients, with my students. I get stuck in the middle of healing sessions, so I regularly do healing sessions on my clients with this concept that I have just explained. So I regularly do healing sessions with my clients. And sometimes I get stuck in the middle of the healing session. And if I get stuck in the middle of the healing session, I recognize that that is because there's something else that needs to be created to help heal this person. And then I go to sleep and I wake up with an idea. And so this system is constantly evolving, constantly evolving. I have more and more books that I write. So right now I'm on 17 books and 12 card decks. By next year, it really goes fast. I could be on 22 books and 13, 14 card decks. So any person who comes to me with a problem, if I haven't received what I need to do yet to decode that problem and understand why it's there, then Isis and the other beautiful archangels and healing energies out there will channel into me with absolute love what I need to do to help heal the problems. So I am going to be doing a Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time slot on Awake TV. And I will be doing these healing sessions live. I will be introducing you to my books. I will have clients on. I will perhaps bring people who have influenced me on. I'm very, very happy and excited to be part of this launch. And I can't wait to get the feedback from everybody about, what they feel about Awake TV and how's it going, and if they're enjoying everything that I'm presenting or not. So my website is thepathtoheal.com. My name is Rebecca Cohen. All my books can be found on Amazon. My card decks you have to get through thepathtoheal.com. And I do distance sessions, and I do sessions. I'm located in Westchester, Pennsylvania. I do sessions there. And I'm very, very excited to teach you more about the Path to Heal and do live healing sessions. And people can also email me at info@thepathtoheal.com if they would like for me to do a live session on something specific. And you can also find me on Facebook, The Path to Heal, Instagram, The Path to Heal, and my YouTube channel, The Path to Heal, that has a lot of videos out there already if you want to see healing sessions on specific topics like depression or overwhelm. Thank you for being part of this audience, and I can't wait for my live shows.